Welcome to Better Living with Adrienne. We're joined with Nancy Adler, my nutritionist, and as an adult, I have been seeing Nancy for 2 years now. Totally changed my nutrition around, but how did I form bad habits in the first place? And a lot of it can be attributed to my teen nutrition when I was a teenager and going to high school and then college and not really ever knowing, and you're on your own, and you don't eat what you're told to eat, and then there's an argument growing up, and then you're a teenager and you can drive and you can go through fast food, and then you go to college and now you're away from home, and so now you're really eating whatever you want, and it just perpetuates.
Sure.
Then you get in your 20s, then you get in your 30s, and then you go see Nancy. So talk to us about teen nutrition, some of the things that
and
that
that's
should
an
be addressed.
interesting point, what you just said, and then go see Nancy. Way back, there wasn't what's happening today. There weren't any nutritionists. When people gained a couple of pounds, they went on a diet. Okay, now's the time for parents to take those teens into my office or to seek some help through a nutritionist and get them started on proper education. Let them understand how to eat properly. Teach them how much they're supposed to eat, how much water, especially a lot of them are playing sports, so they need to stay hydrated. And, if they have questions on supplementation, too, that should be answered as a teenager. So basically, I think the older that these teenagers are getting, there's a lot of peer pressure. Young girls, they're going to the prom, we got to get in our dress kind of a thing. I see it all the time.
Well, I used to always say, I'll just do the starvation diet for 3 days or whatever and have a quickie shake or something, and just, of course you can't do that when you get older. When you get older, but you can but it's not healthy.
It's not healthy. And again, you said it when you were a kid, you did it, and that's what we're trying to avoid right now. We're trying to teach these teenagers how to eat properly now, because a lot of it leads to eating disorders. I see it all the time because they're trying to starve themselves. It's the only way they know how.
So if we were to give some parents some advice on what to do, if they want to seek out a nutritionist, or certainly, of course, you, that would be great. If they don't, some of the key things, of course, enough rest, enough exercise, plenty of water.
Yes.
But I mean, is it fair to say, is it simple? I know it's not simple, but protein at every meal?
Protein at every meal. Watch your child eat. Sit down with her or him, and see what they're doing. Just pay a little bit of attention to what actually they are eating and what they're not. They're always on the run. They may not be eating, So I think it's a parent's responsibility as well to just see what the teenager's doing and to teach them while they're growing up.
Perfect. Wonderful. And if you have any questions for Nancy about anything we've talked about, feel free to log on to NBC40.net. And that's Better Living. To watch past segments or contact me, visit NBC40.net.